Liftoff. The clock has started. Roger.
But knowing that there are no seatbelts on the monorail, I would freak out.
You absolute butthole.
Welcome to the Good Stuff Morning Show. Here are your hosts, Kyle and Kenny.
Good morning, Kitty.
I caught you off guard there, didn't I?
Yeah. Is it okay to laugh at yourself?
I think that's the secret
I'm
of life.
I'm dizzy. I'm like,
What?
I'm like, it's making me. I'm like, it's
Laughing at yourself?
Yeah, I'm like holding it all in. I'm just flush.
That laughing at yourself is what makes a dad joke, right? No one else laughs at the joke. Everyone kind of smirks or goes,
right,
that guy, right? And then you're on the floor, passed out.
Myself,
lack of oxygen.
Okay. Wow,
chest collapsed.
Yeah, who knocked me out? Yeah, who's taking my organs? What's happening here?
I don't think feet are organs, but okay,
they could be.
Sure.
So look. Last time when we, if you missed it, listeners or watchers over at twitch.tv/GSFM, by the way, we're looking potentially for a new name at $100 a month. You too can decide the name of the Good Stuff Network, and we'll just let you have it. I mean, at that point, I haven't run this by Chris, but I'm sure he would agree. We played a bunch of or not games, and as a part of the first inaugural or not games.
Stop saying first inaugural. Inaugural means it's the first one, Kyle. It is a redundancy.
That's the whole point. Oh. Of the first 2021 or not games, we have decided that Kenny is the winner.
Thank you. I'm glad that we decided it. And
it took a lot of we voted. I've conceded. I've decided to just pull out of the race. And
I mean, everyone who listened to that episode, thank you if you got through it.
Yeah, I don't know how.
Heard all of my fantastic scores. I did so well. Ha ha. And then you called me a butthole.
That's right.
Oh,
that's
by the way,
so
that is now at the corner of my
you absolute butthole
soundboard.
Right.
And you'll never get it, by the way. I'll never give that to you. That's mine to hold on to forever.
Great. Good. Thank you. The thing that we need to do, though, is we need to crown you king of the podcast for the next year, at least the winner of the or not, the first inaugural 2021 or not games. And in doing so, in our closing ceremonies here, you get to play your national anthem. You get to walk around the album artwork if you'd like. You can take a lap around the eggs.
This song is giving me diarrhea.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god!
It's pretty good. I didn't listen to the whole thing before I started playing it. So anyway, now you have to eat the medal. Unfortunately, you've been tasked with eating the entirety of your gold medal live on stream.
Okay.
So
here we go.
For the next 35 minutes, we will watch Kenny slowly just try to wrap his mouth, teeth, jaw around just a disc, a small personal pan pizza sized disc of. You're already chewing. You're chewing it already? Okay. How does it taste?
Oh,
that's a hot dog.
Okay. Like a disc of meat.
Yeah, but could I have the Taco Bell instead, please?
All right. I see this is not really going anywhere. So, just do us a favor. Go back, listen, enjoy yourself, and immerse yourself in the only sports that our bodies can handle these days, the Or Not Games.
That's
2021
right.
First inaugural.
Oh, my gosh. Okay. Thank goodness we're done saying the redundancy. Kyle, with that, we're going to head into some tech headlines.
These are today's headlines.
What's happening?
I forgot. I forgot I made this.
You're the one who's supposed to talk now.
No. I like the track. Starting off here, Kyle, Black Widow's Scarlett Johansson is suing Disney over the film's streaming release. Yikes. The Marvel actress alleges that Disney refused to negotiate a deal related to earnings from the film's box office result impacted by the COVID-19 pandemic. So, this is going to be probably a more common occurrence over the release of movies that are happening in theaters and then at the same time happening on streaming services like HBO Max and Disney Plus, where actors who are in a role for a while, like Scarlett Johansson was Black Widow for nearly a decade, they start negotiating contracts with these studios where they put, a percentage or whatever return from the box office. The actor then gets that, right? And I guess what happened here, the reason that there's a lawsuit at all, is it alleges that Disney refused to renegotiate part of the contract with Marvel Studios to accommodate the fact that Black Widow, due to the theatrical restrictions brought about by COVID-19, debuted simultaneously in theaters as part of the streamers Disney Plus Premier Access program. According to the suit, this breached an agreement she had with Marvel that Black Widow would be an exclusive theatrical debut. Now, Disney, they made the decision to release it on streaming services. Thus, everybody who paid that $30 premium access, all of that money, I think when all was said and done for that opening weekend, it was like $60 million that they made just from Disney Plus, just from that premiere access, right? Which means 2 million plus households. She doesn't see any of that. That's not box office because it's not at theaters. It's at people's houses. And because she was under the assumption that it was a theatrical only, she did not have the opportunity to renegotiate.
Not only assumption, but like contracted. Like this was
right.
Yeah. Saw the headline, was like, ha, you make a lot of money, so why should we care? Then you read and you realize, hey, no, actually, this was a contract and they had certain assumptions. And then this movie was supposed to come out and it didn't. And then it waited and then it got released on streaming. You gotta hopefully figure this out.
Well, so
whatever contractor, lawyer, union representative that Scarlett Johansson has will figure this out with them, because that's a big deal.
Yeah.
I guess the thing that's going to be like held over people is, well, but this just got you more exposure, right? This made it so that there's going to be a number two, not a number two. Sorry, I meant more like the second one, the Black Widow 2.
It's called a sequel, Kyle.
The number 2. I'm just going to go ahead and number 2 right now in front of you.
Yeah, I mean, sure, that's an argument that could be made, but I don't agree with. But I do want to quickly update. There was an additional supplemental update to this. The music stopped. In a statement provided by a Walt Disney spokesperson, Disney has responded to Johansson's suit to say that it has, quote, no merit whatsoever, and that its allegations are sad and distressing in its callous disregard for the horrific and prolonged global effects of the COVID-19 pandemic. Yikes, Disney's taking a hard stance on the other side here. It also says Disney has fully complied with Ms. Johansson's contract. The statement continues, and furthermore, the release of Black Widow on Disney Plus with Premier Access has significantly enhanced her ability to earn additional compensation on top of the $20 million she has received to date.
Told you.
Oh, I understand. They don't. Of course, one way to look at this is that Scarlett Johansson's pointing out to Disney plus the studios that, hey, if you're going to keep putting, just theatrical release percentages in contracts, you need to start including streaming stuff, like revenue from streaming or whatever. Maybe it's not a percentage, maybe it's a flat rate, because streaming is hard to quantify at this point. But this is like a Premier Access lawsuit. In fact, it's one of the first of its kind, I'm sure, of a contract dispute with streaming service involved. That the fact that Disney had put out that statement later today means that studios aren't ready to deal with this. I think that this is just the first inkling of actors stepping up.
Some right, yeah. The thing that's tough because there are plenty of movies that have had both streaming releases, and then from the streaming release they've decided, let's go ahead and put this in a couple of like Alamo draft houses and places like that, and
right?
Have it on specialty screens, but
it's always really tough to figure out percentages and whatnot from that.
Sure, but it's always a part of the secondary strategy, whereas this is a very much dual, you're doing both of them at the same time. So right. I don't know. Listen, I don't know anything about contracting for actors or folks like that, but it seems from the tech angle, which is I see people staying home way more, not just because they fear for their safety for going out to the movies, but just
it's a lot easier.
If you could gather an entire family around a single 65-inch TV that you have in your living room and pay $30, where instead you would have paid $60, $90 in tickets and popcorn and everything else. It's $100, visit to the movie theater every time you go. You're just going to do it from your living room because that's where everyone is anyway. That's a couple of times a year. That sounds like a pretty decent way to watch a brand new movie that everyone else is watching at the same time. Yeah. Invite friends over, have a bunch of people in the backyard, have an entire ding dang party if you want to. This isn't going away. They need to figure it out.
Correct. I think, yes, this being, a brand new venture for these streaming services or for these studios, like you said, Kyle, you could have 100-person party, grab a projector with a really good sound system.
Hold on. There's something in their terms of service that prevents that, right? Their
what are they going to do? Send the Disney police?
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, okay. So how do you prove that they watched it with that many people? And how do you, what stakes are there? I'm just saying
stakes. It's a vegetarian party. It's just a, we're not,
I'm just saying I am on the side of I may not go to the theater for a while if this is a new thing that I can do where I can watch the theater release of the movie at the same time that it comes out in the theaters. I can watch it at home. I can my wife and we can wear our AirPods so that we can have to anybody else around us a silent viewing experience. I can have it as loud as I want. I can have bathroom breaks where I can pause the movie.
No, see, that is the ideal thing where no. Because you're wearing the AirPods, you don't even pause the movie. You just go to the bathroom with them in. That's how you do it.
Except I have the noise canceling on my AirPods Pro activated all the time. And so I wouldn't even hear myself go to the bathroom.
That's right.
I would only hear the movie.
That is a benefit. Now that's a feature, not a bug.
Well, anyway, the reason I wanted to include this is because we had this discussion of, what does this lead to, right? What is the next step for studios, or what is the next step for actors to get their fair share? It's hard. I mean, sometimes it's hard to be on the side of the actors when you're like, oh yeah, she's getting 20 mil, right, from this project. Then again, she put a lot of investment into this property, and she has been there for a lot of its success.
Well, I would say as well, she's probably also the one who's going to make headlines about this. If the key grip said, hey, you should have paid us, extra because XYZ, like, it's not going to make headlines. What made headlines here on The Verge is Scarlett Johansson saying, hey, pay me more. So,
I mean, maybe the point you just made right there is the thing that people will take notice of, that she is standing up for not just actors, but everybody involved in a studio production.
We are definitely making assumptions. My cat just body slammed me. What's up, dude?
Fight for the little people. That'll make everyone happy. I'm gonna move on here, Kyle. Facebook's next hardware launch will be its Ray-Ban smart glasses. Ray-Ban smart glasses. Mm-hmm. This was confirmed by Zuck, man. What? A stepping stone toward full augmented reality glasses, says Mark Zuckerberg. I couldn't think of another funny name for him.
The chat room says Zuckman.
So, yeah. Yes, Mr. Zuckman.
When is he going into space? That's what I need to know. Where is so
Kyle, he's from space.
It was like true. Yes, that is okay. Fair. You know what? You're right.
Anyway, so the last everyone heard was that these smart glasses were going to launch in sometime 2021, but the pandemic has kind of changed a lot of the company's plans, says Zuckman. And he didn't really comment on a time frame, but just kind of confirming that this is their next project. They don't know what the things are. Like, they have prototypes of the product, and it looks kind of bulky. I don't know the polite way to say it, but
here's my theory. I didn't read it. I didn't even look at this article.
Okay.
Saw that it was Ray-Ban, saw that it was Facebook, whatever. Who cares?
Mm-hmm.
First, point one, they own Oculus. So I think it's going to be Oculus branded, first and foremost. Second,
not Facebook.
No, absolutely not Facebook branded.
Interesting. Okay.
Two, it will probably early days not be for consumers. It's going to be a business play similar to the way that the Microsoft HoloLens works, and do something around that. Like, there isn't an AR like tool that Oculus has made or made public, so far as I know. So this seems like the way to go.
So you're saying you're speculating that they will go the Oculus brand route, but Oculus is their VR brand, not AR. Will they have a new division just for these AR glasses? Or will it just, because I agree, I don't think that calling them the Facebook glasses will instill confidence in the market. But I don't know, maybe something, because maybe it'll be centered or steered toward like you said, the HoloLens was kind of business centric, but also you could be applied to like sciences and studies and stuff.
Sure.
Where
right.
or medical, where doctors or researchers were able to use them for research purposes. This could, I mean, is it wise to go that route? Work out the bugs, work out the best way to make them the smallest possible, or the smallest footprint on your face, so that then a consumer launch, whatever version 2 or version 3 is, becomes the success, the successful product, right?
I don't. I mean, that's the tack that Microsoft is taking. But
if it was Ray-Ban aviators on your face and it just had like Facebook timeline in your periph.
No, horrible.
But that's
horrible idea.
But it's a horrible idea, but it's not out of the realm of possibilities, is it?
I think it fully and completely is out of the realm of possibility. I think there are two other possibilities other than my Oculus idea. One would be that it's going to be Instagram branded and it's going to take on, it'll basically be like the articles will be, or the MKBHD video will be, this is the good Snap spectacles that we've been waiting for, but from Facebook and ties in with Instagram. It's going to be a like.
I didn't even think about Instagram. That's a good point.
You didn't do a good job of it.
Instaglasses? Would you call it Instaglasses?
Nope.
Is that because I said it?
Yes. The other thing that they could possibly do, and really, if you're thinking about a Facebook product, the very first thing you think of is, how do I put ads on it? So how would ads be put onto glasses? Would it be like a NASCAR strip along the edge?
Like the viewing?
Would it be, would you see them? Would you see them in your glasses?
Yeah.
Or would you
watch this 30-second ad before you can look through your lenses?
That's right. They block them. They completely, you're driving your car and they block your vision.
Every 60 minutes you have to watch a 30-second ad.
Please wait 10 seconds in order to see where you're going.
Now that's not out of the realm of possibilities, and I don't like it. I don't like that that's a possibility. Anyway, you out there listening and watching, why don't you speculate on what these spectacles will look like and sound like and be called? And then tell us. Kyle, moving on in our last story here in the headlines. Despite short supply, the PlayStation 5 is Sony's fastest selling console ever. Really? Right? Yeah.
Nope.
Okay. Oh my God. The company says it has cleared 10 million units in 249 days. The other fastest selling one was the PS4, which sold 10 million in 271 days. So a full calendar month faster. Or no, 3 weeks and a day. I don't know how to do math.
Doesn't matter.
The thing that does matter is the demand is still so high that these 10 million units, they evaporated from the suppliers.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
I have yet to see the inkling or the possibility that I could grab one. It has been so difficult to locate any sort of stock on these consoles, and it's been nearly a year. But they're like, oh, we sold 10 million of them. To who? Who was able to get one? Everyone on eBay? It's frustrating.
You sound frustrated.
I am frustrated.
Yeah, let's unpack this. Let's so the PlayStation 5.
Mm-hmm.
Why? First, why PlayStation?
Why PlayStation is because I am already invested in the PlayStation Network and the PlayStation. All of my I have the PlayStation 4, and so I have a huge library of games for the PlayStation 4 that will also work on the PlayStation 5. So if I do end up upgrading to the next console, I am not leaving behind a library of games that I can no longer access on the new console. That's number one. Number two.
Yeah, right. Mm-hmm.
Number two is the feature.
Toilet.
Yeah, number two is a toilet. The features of the controller and the features of the fact that I can get one without a disk drive, so it's cheaper. That's great. I'm going to do that. Hello. I don't need a disc. What? A disc for what? I could download games in a second. And then
I have found... True. It's very large. It's extremely large. For me, the number one reason would be to make sure I comply with the noise ordinance in my neighborhood, because every time I turn mine on, one, It does sound like a jet is flying overhead. And two,
for sure.
It's ready to start a fire with all the cat hair that's inside it. So one of those two is probably going to be the reason that, the Disney police show up and then it's all downhill from there. I do have some follow up though from the chat room. One, Chris does say that we here at the Good Stuff Podcasting Network are officially behind Xbox. And so we voted you off the island and you are no longer welcome.
I never said, hold on. I'm not raising the PlayStation flag and denouncing Xbox. If I can get my hands on an Xbox Series X, yeah, I'll take Xbox. I'll go ahead and make that leap.
Okay.
The reason that I want a PlayStation 5 is because of the benefits of the stuff I've already established. If I can't get it like I am right now, then sure, I'll take an Xbox. But guess what? That one's just as hard to get. So what are you going to do?
I like Mike's idea. Replace Kenny with an Xbox. I think I would. I would just replace my own brother.
Darko? I don't know the sound.
Is that that's you booting up? Sorry, I didn't really realize.
If I was your PlayStation 4 booting up, Kyle, it would sound like this.
Yeah, okay, thank you. Yep. That's the one we needed. I didn't need that.
Yeah.
Well, good. Okay. I still haven't been able to get one, but that's just how the cookie crumbles.
You've accepted that fate. And I also have too, except until the other day when I saw the tiniest little news that said, we got some stock over here. And I thought, that sounds great. It was a story from 4 hours before. And of course, 4 hours in PlayStation 5 time is an eternity. So
it's true. The machine is so fast now that now it's running its own little universe and we can't jump on.
No.
It's just kind of. You want to just spend the rest of the podcast crying?
Yeah.
Okay. It is today's special. And this is a good one. Really, folks?
Is it?
So here's one specific version of it that I like, but we haven't even said what it is yet. One specific version of it that I like very much that I haven't made yet because I do not have a spring form pan, but I really want to get one. Making the burnt Basque version of this is just, you got to try it.
Okay.
It kind of puffs up. It gets burnt on the top. It's like a nice kind of brownish crust on it, nice and caramely flavor, just caramely flavors dripping over this particular special. I highly recommend it. Yeah, you burn it.
Oh, okay. You know what, Kyle? I will explain what today's National Day is by playing a previous episode of today's special where we outlined exactly what it is and
I'm gonna be confused again.
And how we both feel about it. You will not feel confused because my voice sounds like I'm sick. So here we go. And today's special is the cheesecake.
The factory. The whole ding dang thing.
I don't even know if they carry cheesecake at the Cheesecake Factory.
I mean, I think that's really where the first robot revolution happened, is that they found a way to mechanize the cheesecake making process by just, I guess, having a robot crush the graham crackers, just put those on the bottom, and then a robot squirts all the cheese into the top, and then it's cooked, right? Can you
it's crumbled graham crackers and cheese whiz put into a pan from a robot.
Honestly, that sounds kind of good. As long as it's not graham crackers, it's like Ritz crackers crushed up. That's I'm all for the cheddar cheesecake.
Let me actually enlighten both you and the listeners to what a cheesecake actually is, because it's a sweet dessert consisting of one or more flavors. The main and thickest layer consists of a mixture of soft, fresh cheese, typically cream cheese or ricotta, eggs, vanilla, and sugar. If there's a bottom layer, it often consists of a crust of base made of crushed cookies or digestive biscuits. as I guess you'd say across the pond. Graham crackers, pastry, or sponge cake. It may be baked or unbaked, which means it's usually refrigerated. Cheesecake is usually sweetened with sugar and may be flavored and topped with fruit, whipped cream, nuts, cookies, fruit sauce, or chocolate syrup. Tons of different possibilities here. And then I also want to say that cheesecake can be prepared in many flavors, such as strawberry, pumpkin, key lime, lemon, chocolate, Oreo, chestnut, or toffee.
There's a lot of options.
Hey, remember when I said we were funny and I was laughing at myself? Oh my gosh! You absolute butthole! Just is this what it's like? Is this like what people feel like watching TikToks, where it's like all cringe and nothing is good and everything is bad?
Yes. Oh, you know what? I will say some people like to watch cringe things.
Listen, there are people chatting in our chat room live right now, demanding a refund for this segment right now because they're having to listen to us being so unfunny in this moment.
I needed to play it in full so that you remembered. What did you remember? Why we were both sick sounding?
Why? What made us sick?
I don't know. It sounded like both of us were plugging our noses and talking on the mic. Eat it and it explodes in your mouth.
Yeah.
We thought it was so funny that the Cheesecake Factory didn't have cheesecake. What? I don't know. I don't know.
Robots, crackers, cheddar. Yeah.
I love cheddar cheese. You know, we should just make fun of ourselves. like we should listen to old episodes and just roast each other.
No,
what
that's
an idiot.
That's
what
all
a cheese whiz idiot.
Oh, that's all this podcast is going to become is just us listening to our old episodes. We'll start from number 1 and we'll just.
That's a good one now, man. The worst part about that realization, though, Kyle, is that there is a listener out there who does that to every one of our episodes as the latest release.
No, don't tell me that.
And they listen to Kyle and they're like, "Oh man, what a
you absolute butthole!"
And then he hears me and he goes, "Oh yeah," and then he thinks I'm funny. You know who it is?
Fran Drescher. Okay, great, good, very good. Well, anyway, thank you for that. So that's
it's National Cheesecake Day. Go eat a cheesecake or don't eat a cheesecake. I don't care. Go to the factory where they make cheesecakes and eat 2 cheesecakes for all I care.
Can we talk about the burnt Basque cheesecake though? Because I need you to try it. I need you to bake, right?
What? I don't bake. My wife is the baker.
So by proxy, you have baking items, baking materials, the raw ingredients for baking.
Kinda? Maybe not for like pies and cheesecakes though.
Okay. Well, I assume this is easy enough to put together.
Okay.
And for you to make and try. So
okay.
I will I'll give you a call on the telephone later. We'll talk about which ingredients you need, and then you can go.
Who calls anybody on the telephone?
Then you can burn it.
Can we go? Actually, you know what? Can we go back to calling them telephones? By the way, can we call them telephones again?
Do you think? Hold on. Are we too deep in the goof where the words I use? You think that they're not the words I actually use in real life?
No. You just sparked my interest in the term. That's it. I can take off and say anything I want, Kyle. Don't make it sound like I'm making fun of everything you say, because I do. But
do you get the newspaper?
I don't get the newspaper, Kyle. No, I do not get the newspaper. I'm not that old fashioned.
I've really been considering getting the newspaper again, because one, I want to make the newspaper delivery person drive all the way out to my house. That's the first.
Wait, no. It's a kid on a bike still, right?
Probably, which it's about a mile and a half down a winding road, 2-lane winding road that they'd have to ride
with fast cars. Yeah.
With a lot of fast cars, probably in the middle of the night.
Good luck, kid.
Guess. Yeah. It's a challenge. It's a physical challenge.
Yeah. You know what? I feel like I missed out. I did miss out on that like generational experience of sitting down and being able to read the newspaper and not have any distractions. But I didn't come to that realization until that whole thing has now disappeared. Right? I don't say disappeared, but definitely phased out of common societal acceptance.
What are we doing right now? Are we like
Cheesecake.
reminiscing? Are we? Yeah, right. Okay. Cheesecake.
Pausing.
So
yeah, we're just like vibing on newspapers and telephones.
Yeah. No, we're just live here right now, vibing on Twitch.
Here's the ultimate thing that I'm trying to get. The main point here.
Yeah.
I will convince my daughter that this is not called a cell phone, but it is called a telephone.
Can we just choose? Can we choose a different word? Can we try?
Yes. What do you want?
Okay.
Cheesecake?
Nope.
Okay.
I don't.
Okay. What?
That's not a good one.
Grubby chili fingers. Yeah.
That's the word.
It's a lot. I know.
It's a lot of words.
I realize it's a lot of words and maybe difficult for someone younger to get all of that out. But
the icon for the phone, because it's an app, is still a handset, right? It's still speaker, mic, handset. On this phone, this iPhone, it's still that picture. Does anybody still use that handset? I don't have a home phone. I haven't had a home phone in like 15 years.
Well, when did a home phone look like that? When was the last time a home phone actually looked like that?
That I owned?
Never. Yeah, never. It never looked like that. Just never. It got wiped off the face of the earth. They don't exist anymore.
But it never existed.
Yeah.
You are trying to Mandela effect the look of a telephone.
The telephone. I'm trying to Mandela effect the telephone. Just never existed.
It never existed. We've always had cell phones. They've always been this size. It's just been a brick in our hands for the existence of humanity.
Why can't we just bring back the one that's like the pole that has the little, microphone in it and then the receiver that you put onto your ear over here.
Right.
Hello? Yes, it's me. Hi. Operator, can you connect me to Kenny, please? I'd like to talk to him. Dring, ring, dring, dring. Is this what's happening?
No, it's the operator is testing out their pitch.
Ooh. Thank you for that. I know you're auditioning next week, and
You're welcome.
Okay, great. Perfect. Now connect me, please.
No way.
I would.
Butthole.
Okay, that's rude. Thank you, though. I wish you would just
Did
connect
people
me.
in 1920 say butthole?
So, hey, I hope you're doing okay.
That's the reason. That's the reason I want a time machine. I want a time machine so that I can be the first.
We've landed on it. It's just the telephone. The telephone is the butthole. Great, wonderful.
Okay, someone capture that as the title.
We can't do it as the title.
Okay, I'm sorry.
iTunes. The last time we did this, iTunes censored butthole in iTunes. It put little stars, little asterisks on it, and we couldn't do it. We got banned from iTunes.
Fine, we will put our own asterisks. Kyle, why don't we cover some food news?
Smuckers has unveiled Pizza Uncrustables to save us all.
Pizza Uncrustables. Have you had regular Uncrustables? Another generational thing that I missed.
Yeah,
I aged out of this product like just in time.
here's my worry with Uncrustables, right? Every time I saw them in the grocery store, first, this is, listeners, this may be new to you. You are possibly new to this program. Also, I guess future employers, stop listening now. I eat French fries frozen and raw.
They're not raw, Kyle.
Par cooked with the oil sprayed on them, refrozen, then put into a bag.
There you go.
Which I don't do. Oddly enough, I don't do that to hash browns because they're too small. It's something about the texture of the French fries. So anyway,
okay.
My fear seeing these Uncrustables in the grocery store is that these delectable frozen breads with jam and peanut butter inside of them, I'm going to possibly try one accidentally and enjoy it.
And then that's the only way you can eat it?
It'll be like a raw Pop-Tart where I am not a Pop-Tart toaster or a Pop-Tart microwaver. I am simply just, you stack those bad boys and then you chomp down. I fear that I'm going to be a frozen Uncrustables eater.
An absurd
It's a
phobia.
fear.
Yeah.
It's a fear.
Oh no, I have fear of delighting in a frozen treat. Please help me. I don't want to try because I will be subsistent on the dark side. Come on.
Cryophobia, Uncrustophobia.
Okay,
yeah,
how about this? Do you have the same fear about frozen bagel bites? About eating one of those and going, I only want to eat these frozen. Cold pizza bagel bites.
You also know this about me. I do eat the pepperonis and the
pepperonis.
cheese.
That's a different. I'm saying the whole product, a full ice cube pizza bagel bite.
No, because it's too thick. It's too thick. The bagel needs to bake.
So what's the difference
off.
here? You don't think that this is too dense of a product to eat frozen? Or would you lick it like a popsicle?
I would peel it probably.
Oh, what? Peel it? What do you mean peel?
I would definitely dice it
There's
up.
There's no crust.
Why are we talking about this weird like frozen fetish I have? I don't know. I don't know. But also, Kyle, I think we really need to land on the fact that they're calling it an Uncrustable, but it's pizza, where pizza has crust. And calling it Uncrustable is like, you're ruining the best part? What? Are you No. So, yeah, good point. This article, though, on Delish does liken it to the like pizza rolls, the small encapsulated
Totino's?
pouches of, the Totino's pizza rolls.
Mm-hmm.
Similar, but I guess, my worry is that these Uncrustables end up being more bread-like and less crust-like.
Yeah.
So
also, you cannot microwave this. If you microwave frozen bread crust, it's just gonna get soggy, and then not great. You definitely, this is definitely a toaster oven or an oven product, and I ain't got time for that. I'll eat them frozen. I don't have any fears. Lay it on me.
It's gonna be like a Hot Pocket where the inside is just lava and the outside is cold and tacky.
Yeah.
But I gotta try them.
Yeah.
I mean, listen, the Uncrustables aisle, the entire aisle of Uncrustables now, given that they have 79 different flavors. I'm looking forward to trying these particular ones. Do I try these before I try Uncrustables Originals?
No, you definitely have to start with the original.
Will they ever merge the flavors of peanut butter and jelly with maybe like peanut butter and jelly, but with pepperoni inside, just kind of sprinkled within,
Stop.
sprinkled within. Papa Murphy's is putting Fritos on pizza. Pizza customers 97 the one to like choose.
Wait, hold on. Okay, really, honestly, what is?
What more?
Wait,
What more do you want to say?
Why is this a whole article? Goody for you, Papa Murphy's. You're putting Fritos on an unbaked pizza. And then what? And then I bake it. So I have double baked Fritos on my pizza. Wow, those are going to be really hard and crusty. Thanks.
Is Papa Murphy's the one that is take and bake?
Yes, that's Papa Murphy's.
Those aren't frozen, right? They're like
No.
soft. It's like a soft pizza, right?
I've never heard someone say Is it the soft? What's funny is that I know exactly what you mean.
It's just you're sitting in the passenger seat, and I bring it to you, and I just flop it on your lap, and it's just like, oh no, it's so soft. Why is it so soft?
Unacceptable.
It's true. Why don't they put something hard underneath it?
They do, you idiot.
No, they don't. It's paper. If I held a Papa Murphy's pizza from the center, it would go over the sides, and it would all the ingredients would fall off.
This is why we skipped the story.
All right. You know what? Fine.
Hey, everybody! Papa Murphy's is putting Fritos on its soft pizza.
Yeah, who cares? Nobody cares.
Oh man, that was a workout. Laughing so hard.
Pizza customers 97 word order request goes viral.
Ooh, are we reading it?
Sure. You know what? Why not?
Can I read it?
All right. Yeah.
Okay,
Yes.
here we
Of course you can. This is not tweetable, I guess, right? 97 words is I believe
Way
this
too many
is
characters.
untweetable. So okay. Yeah. So that's one thing.
This is a whole
the other
thread.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, please. Go ahead.
Okay. So I want a
Yes, hello. Welcome to Kyle's Pizza Castle, where the pizzas are majestic. I'm Kyle, and I can take your order. I'm the only one here. I'm actually making it for you, so go ahead whenever you're ready.
Wow, I'm talking to the owner. This is fantastic. Hey, are your pizzas soft like Papa Murphy's?
Careful. When I throw it at you through the window, you better hold on to it for your dear life. Just grip the edges, grip them, maybe I just put it on top of the car at this point. That would probably be the most stable. There you go.
Yeah.
Did you bring any bungee cords? I can put maybe the bungee cords over the pizza so it just keeps it in place. Is it hot out? Maybe we just heat it on the top of the car. That might be okay.
Can I order a pizza?
We don't have any of that here. Sorry.
Okay. Well, let me tell you what I want, and you can tell someone else. I want a cheese pizza, medium, with whole olives and whole green peppers. Also, I have one customer request. I put green peppers, but don't actually want them. I want banana peppers instead, but they aren't listed, and I don't want the uncomfortable scenario of adding a topping in the comments, but not paying for it. And then you're like, is going off menu and expects free banana peppers. I'm not that guy. Anyway, to sum up, no green peppers as listed in the toppings of this pizza. Substitute banana peppers, please. Also, I prefer to call them pepperoncinis, but I fear the obvious peppercini pepperoni mix up. Keep it real, you glorious guys.
So how much are you feeling this order? Does this exude this to me, just on the surface, since you asked? To me, this definitely exudes a lot of morning show energy. It's like over explaining. It's someone just still talking. This is definitely also a voice to text happening here. Right?
Yes. The way I would see this, especially if I was receiving this order and the one making the pizza, I would take extra care to make sure that they got exactly what they wanted. Not only did they explain it specifically and very clearly, the scenario and the situation about making banana peppers on their pizza versus green peppers, but they don't want to be, they don't want to say, I want a 2-topping pizza, but I can't say add more, right? They explain the whole situation in 97 words. That's pretty good.
Yeah,
and
true. Yes.
Again, if I'm making the pizza, I would make sure that I get it exactly as they asked it. It is in the customer requests. I could see how somebody might take this as, wow, what a long request. I'm not even going to bother to read it. I'm just going to do whatever they want. And then the person would not get green. They would get green peppers and not banana peppers. Also, wait, hold on. A cheese pizza with olives and banana peppers? What is that pizza?
It's just a brined pizza. It's a pickled pizza.
Oh my God.
It's so much brine.
I think we've talked about this on the episode before, or on the show before. You and I had a cheese pizza with olives. It was cheese and olives. And what the pizza restaurant did, this was a non-chain pizza restaurant. What they did was they opened a full can of sliced black olives and they dumped it into the middle of the pizza and then baked it. And so all of the juice and all of the olives were in the center ring of this pizza. And then overloaded with cheese. And so it made us both sick that night. I don't know if you remember that.
Oh, absolutely. I remember that. There was another there was another pizza incident that we both had from it's a pizza chain, but we asked for the garlic to be added to our cheese pizza, and boy howdy did they add garlic as a topping. Imagine a double pepperoni pizza, but instead of the numbers of pepperoni pizzas that you have, they are cloves and cloves of garlic. Inedible. It burned so much that my entire palate was like ripping itself to shreds.
You were just garlic scorched.
Destroyed. The pizza was inedible at that point.
Yeah.
I'm unsure. Someone probably had never received garlic as a topping request ever before. And so maybe similar to that type of request here, they were saying, hey, pepperoncinis, like, listen, I know, one, you probably have them because you put them on pizzas all the time. But two, I didn't want to get them mixed up with pepperonis because they do look the same. And if you just kind of glance at the receipt and pepperoni, peppercini. But if you're looking for more brine content, more peppercini content, might I recommend the I Have No Idea What I'm Doing podcast, Goodstuff.network/no idea. The most recent episode, they go deep on the brine.
Okay.
Go listen. It's a good one. We've got mixed emotions towards the way that this guy cuts his and then it ellipses. So I have to click on it now. And you're waiting for me to tell you what he's cutting. Pizza.
Oh boy.
While frozen.
Wait, what?
Yep. So there is a TikTok.
Okay.
They said it won't surprise you. Ever thought about breaking your frozen pizza before cooking it to save you cutting slices afterwards?
Huh?
Ever thought about it?
Yeah.
Nah.
No.
Don't think you had, but we're going to tell you all about it anyway. Thank you, Delish.
I'm so confused. This is so poorly worded.
So
I've been looking for the TikTok this whole time, by the way. I've been perusing this article looking for the TikTok. They didn't even include it.
Right. Nope. They did include the TikToker, which that's a new one.
Sure.
Haven't heard that one. Recently shared a video using the hashtag lifehack, which TikTok is full of them, demonstrating how he breaks his frozen pizza against his kitchen counter before cooking it in order to save him time to cut slices once it's cooked. Weird, we know, but perhaps quite genius, they say.
Okay.
6 million views later, 149,000 comments. No.
I understand that it's saving the effort of cutting through the cooked easier to cut stuff. It's just like a trend just to be a trend, you know? There's no purpose. There's no desire to recreate the pizza. It's just like, I want to be funny and clever. I'm going to cut the pizza before I cook it. 6 million people watched it.
That's TikTok. That's first. That's TikTok, right? Cringe pizza content.
That
is
exact
just
voice too, by the way. Cutting pizza. I would be a hit.
Yeah, you're halfway there.
I'm halfway there.
I hear it. I see it already.
Yeah. All I got to do is talk about my soft pizza.
Can we? It's true. You cannot break a soft pizza. You would have to cut it. So, what do you think? Tell me what you think about this and why it's bad.
Why it's bad is because the pizza will not cook the same, right?
Toppings just slide right off of that center of the za.
Right. Yeah, there's nothing holding anything. There's no surface tension anymore. Once you've cut the crust, you are now exposing all of the toppings, all the frozen toppings to the rest of, the pan or whatever you're cooking this on. If he's crazy enough, he just puts individual frozen slices onto the baking surface in the oven.
Hold on. That's pretty efficient. You don't always necessarily want to eat an entire pizza.
That's not true. Actually, I do. That's
not true. Between the two of us, yeah, you're probably right. Let's say for whatever reason you're just not that hungry. I'm not. I ate so much.
I only want half a pizza.
I ate so many hot dogs today for lunch. I can only eat one slice of pizza.
Mm-hmm.
It's frozen. That's all I have, but I have to eat it.
Okay.
So I've decided to take it out of the freezer and cut it with a knife.
Portion it.
And break it over my knee.
Yeah. Yeah, just Bo Jackson that thing as you strike out. Bam! Pizza on the knee. Actually, no, you just pizza on the helmet. That's right.
Oh, right over. Yeah, over the top. Yeah.
I'd
like that.
If you were not baking this in the oven and you were going like frozen pizza, slice it up into 8 slices, and then putting it in a pan, maybe you got something there. Constant eyes? You're watching it. You're cooking it. You're able to make sure that the toppings aren't falling off. Sure, you're cooking a slice of pizza. You are transcending home cooking at that point, right?
Yes. You have realized that the good part of the pizza is not the cheese stretch, because you're not going to get that nice.
Not on a frozen pizza.
Not on a frozen pizza. And so what you've decided is.
Did you know you're not going to get the cheese?
Right. Okay. Yep. Mm-hmm. Yep.
Totally.
I guess you could. The worst one that you could do is the DiGiorno stuffed crust, right? Like that would be the worst one to break over.
Oh yeah, you'd lose all of the stuffing.
Just right out of the old pizza pipe.
Yeah,
just out of the
into the pizza
pan.
pipe.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, hey DiGiorno, you listening? Don't call it stuffed crust. Get our pizza pipe pizza. Stuffed pizza pipe. Oh, let me. Ow. Last one.
Mom stores McDonald's and pizza for 2 years to prove takeaways never go off.
This is so British.
It's an extremely British title. Apologies, but that is what we have here.
Oh, this picture. Oh my God, this picture.
Oh
no.
You know how people like meal prep?
Yes.
You know how they do that. They buy the containers, they meal prep, and then they like put equally portioned meals into small little plastic containers, and it's all ready to go. Yeah. And then they put it in the fridge or whatever.
Sure.
Freezer. Imagine that, but for old food.
Spoiled food. Fast food.
this is meal prepping, but backwards. This is
creating a fast food museum in your house.
This is like cataloging stamps, but they spoil.
I would get so hungry over 2 years. 2 years.
What? 4 hours later, 2 hours
gone.
later. I'm not even thinking about it. It is out of my mind.
Opposite. I'm eating all of these drawers of
no. Like a day later? 6 months? What do you?
I would eat everything.
You wouldn't take 3-day-old milk from McDonald's. What makes you what?
Milk isn't deep fried and prepared at McDonald's. They get that from someone else.
Nothing about this bun is deep fried. This pizza is not deep fried.
It looks like it.
No way.
It's
No way.
candy.
First and foremost, pizza at McDonald's.
Hey,
Go.
what are you calling it? McPep?
No. It was definitely the McPizza.
McPizza.
There was a podcast, Pizza at McDonald's. Anyway, it doesn't matter. This is like old world podcasting stuff. I don't know. Maybe they're still going. Doesn't matter. I would put this away and I would forget about it. This is like put it at the top of your closet.
Let me tell you,
type
Kyle,
stuff.
I bet that is exactly what happened here.
Do you think they forgot about it in these plastic containers? Absolutely not.
I bet
this is a
I bet
science professor who has decided I'm going to see what happens when I put my old food in a bucket.
Let me take a perusal of this article. The clip that was shared by the woman's daughter, who posts on TikTok as blah 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 and was captioned "Still fancy the burger." They explained, "This is my mom's food cupboard full of foods that never go off. My mom is a nutritionist helping to tackle obesity. These foods shown here are ultra processed foods that 80% of the UK consume on a regular basis." So this is like
it's a statement.
It's a statement. No food is off limits. My mom is simply trying to encourage people to make better food decisions and live happier, healthier lifestyles. Sure. Or
if we had a message, that would be the message. It would be, yep,
could I have the Taco Bell instead, please?
I love it.
I don't see any Taco Bell in these drawers.
I'm not. You know what? You're right. Because probably they're taking the old bean burritos and they're building houses with them. They are just bricks.
Oh, gross.
You may as well turn them into building materials at that point. Okay. That's I'm now being told.
I am ushering you out of this story.
This was, thank you for, I want to thank the Academy. I want to,
no, this is not an acceptance speech.
I want to thank,
this is to get you off the stage.
All my fans, I'm supposed to leave. I'm just supposed to walk off.
No, I'm showing you what fans look like.
Spinning.
Yeah.
The ones that spin. Well, if you want to become a fan and be a true fan, that's the job that I'm tasking you with, is to decide the name of the podcasting network of which we are a part of. It's $100
I
a month.
really don't think you should sell this.
Yeah,
really don't
it's
think
$100 a month.
We have to end the joke. We have to.
I will.
Someone is gonna throw down $100.
Anything. If you keep paying, we keep the name, and that's the rule. Upon selection of the name, I will be submitting my resignation to the aforementioned podcast network, and so we will not be moving forward with the contract there. We do already have a couple of suggestions in the twitch.tv/GSFM chat room right now. Goodstuff.network is one that is up for grabs right now. You too can submit your own by addressing a self-addressed envelope to Number 2. Cock away. That's what we call a callback. Anyway, I hope you have a wonderful weekend. You're all beautiful people. And we love you very much. You absolute butthole! It's not how I feel. It's not how I feel. I love you! I love you! Bum, 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 bum.
Oh, we never get that far into that song.